What's going on, everybody? This is your host, Demetrius, with the PPP Panthers Prime Podcast. Hey, man, Bryce Young has not practiced for a second day due to an ankle injury. That's pretty tough there, man. Andy Dalton may be the quarterback going into Seattle. We brought back my boy, Jake Luton. I don't know what to say right now, man. Let's just get into it. You know what time it is. Let's go. All right, man, so Monday night, everybody saw what happened. The Carolina Panthers lost to the New Orleans Saints in a game in which I felt like we had decent momentum at the beginning. Bryce Young made a couple different decisions than what we probably would have wanted him to make with the ball fumbling, and it was pretty bad. Missing targets and overthrowing wide receivers, and not to mention that his own wide receivers couldn't get open. A ball hit Jonathan Mingo straight in the numbers, in between the numbers, and he didn't catch it. So I wouldn't put this loss on Monday totally on Bryce. I believe it had to deal with the wide receiver core. The defense is stout. The defense is a monster. Frankie Louvu, all on boys, man. Camus, after Shaq Thompson got injured, came in and did their thing, man. But Bryce Young, the wide receiver core, I mean, we just couldn't get nothing popping, man. So Bryce Young has an injury. He has an ankle injury. I don't know how I feel about that, because when I look back at the game, I see no hints at an ankle injury. I see no implications that he had an injury at all. I mean, his last play was a little scamper play to get someone open, to get Adam Thielen open for a touchdown. Then a 2-point conversion. And he looked like he was fully mobile, no issues with his ankle. So it's to me, I have a hard time believing it. I think my biggest issue right now is this coaching staff isn't being upfront with us. When we watched the draft, I guess you'll say cinematic movie, all points led to them being on one accord with Bryce Young. I mean, from camp confidentials to all the stuff we saw, the draft lead up and everything like that. Frank Reich said he wants someone that has the X factor, someone that's, very smart, gritty, type stuff. And everything pointed to Bryce Young because that's who they drafted, in the draft, number 1 overall. But as the game is going on, as I'm seeing things happening, I'm starting to question, was this actually a choice by the head coach? Or was this a choice by Tepper? Because why would you bring in a quarterback or bring a quarterback in, draft a quarterback, and then critical plays like a 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1, your quarterback can't do it. Bryce Young cannot do a QB sneak. They brought Andy Dalton in. That's a little concerning for me. We see Jalen Hurts, crushing this, QB, run, joint, QB sneak, tush, push, whatever you want to call it. I mean, he's killing it. No one can stop that play. But our quarterback can't do it. And that's a little concerning for me, man. This offense has underperformed with the amount of head coaches that we have, the offensive minds that Tepper wanted to bring in. It just seems like everything is not going according to what was projected to us as fans. And as content creators, we're trying to give them the benefit of the doubt in certain aspects. But we're going into week 3 right now. Bryce has 299 yards, 2 touchdowns. One of them came in garbage time, 2 interceptions, and a QBR of 35.5. Not good. Not good at all. He hasn't even thrown for 300 in 2 games. And it doesn't look likely that he's going to play in this game come Sunday against Seattle. I don't know, guys. It's hard for me to say whether or not this decision to draft Bryce Young has panned out as of yet. The 3rd game, we're not even going to see our number 1 draft pick out there playing, So I don't know what to say, man. It's very, very concerning. It's extremely Pantherish, in my opinion, man. David Tepper. And I hope that this is just rookie, issues that can be ironed out, over the next couple of weeks, and we start to see more progression out of Bryce. But as of right now, he's being outplayed by a couple other rookies. He really is. So that's that. All right, so yesterday the Carolina Panthers made it clear that they was going to go ahead and bring in a third quarterback. And they brought back my boy, Jake Luton, who I think is a phenomenal quarterback, one who's poised, one who has excelled in the short time that he has played. He has, I threw up a video, I want to say it was about 2 months now, when we first acquired Jake Luton, because I was trying to figure out why would we bring in a quarterback when we have three quarterbacks, one of them being Matt Corral, Andy Dalton, and Bryce Young. I knew the Carolina Panthers had no faith in Matt Corral, like I stated in that video. And as you see, they actually brought him back because in the short time that Jake Luton did play, he impressed. He impressed in short yardage. He impressed with, I'm pretty sure that a lot of that was 2-minute drills that Jake Luton was running, because he only had probably about the last quarter of the game when we were down, in those preseason games. So a lot of stress, a lot of pressure was on him to, get a win. We saw that amazing throw when they played the New York Giants. Very nice touch pass. Wide receiver went up, caught it. Jake Luton put it on a dime, dropped it right into the wide receiver's arms. Boom. We didn't see that from Matt Corral. So that's the reason why Matt Corral is on the practice squad right now with the New England Patriots. So, big ups to Matt Corral, but even more big ups to Jake Luton, who came in late in camp, really did his thing and showed the Carolina Panthers staff that, hey, I'm a decent quarterback. I can really be a number 2 if need be. So big ups to Jake Luton, my boy. So what are my thoughts on Seattle, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. As of right now, I don't believe that we're going to win that game in Seattle. I think it's going to be a hard day for Andy Dalton. I don't think we get rolling. I don't think that we're going to, do anything on offense. We haven't made any acquisitions to bring in any other wide receivers. The wide receivers we have now, they're dropping balls, they're not getting open, and it's difficult to even. It's difficult with the amount of production that we've seen from Atlanta and from the Saints to even say that the Carolina Panthers have a chance to possibly win. Because I don't think they have a chance. I really don't. Our defense plays the majority of the snaps. Their time of possession, their time on the field is greater than the offensive time on the field because the other team's offense is always on the field. So it's really hard for me to say that the Carolina Panthers are going to win this game. If they do, I'm going to be shocked. I'm not even going to lie to you. I want to see some wins happen. I want to see some things happen over the next couple of weeks, stacking some wins. We go to Seattle. Next week we have the Vikings here. Then we go to Detroit. Then we go to Miami. I'll feel more comfortable if Andy Dalton is in this role for the next foreseeable couple weeks. Then I'll be able to kind of get a beat on how Andy plays, how the offense is being called. Because right now it's still vanilla. The play calling is still vanilla. Thomas Brown needs to take over and play calling because I don't like it at all. If this is what we was hiding from the National Football League, then we could have showed them. We could have showed them this. So, I don't know. I don't think that we win this game in Seattle. I know that's being very pessimistic, but I haven't seen nothing that points to us accomplishing anything on offense, great enough to win. I just haven't seen it. We've only had 2 touchdowns in the past 2 weeks. 299 yards offense. Our run game is horrible. I mean, it's not a lot to be excited about this week, I'm going to be honest with you. So we'll see how things are, how things go, and hopefully, we see a little bit more of Jake Luton coming forward. I don't know how long this quote-unquote injury with Bryce is going to be, plaguing him, but we'll see, man. It's really hard to say how the next couple of weeks are going to go with the Carolina Panthers. Go ahead and put your predictions down. In the next couple of weeks, we have Seattle, we have the Vikings, we have the Lions, and we have the Dolphins. Next 4 games. 4 games before the bye, okay? What do you see us going at? I think we may go 1-3 out of those 4 games. We might beat the Vikings or the Lions. One of those two. Before we go to the bye. And then when we come off the bye, we have Houston. We have CJ Stroud here in town. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Drop a comment in the comment section. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all subscribers. We're almost to the point now where this channel is going to be monetized. So I appreciate it. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep going, guys. You know what time it is. This is your boy Demetrius with the PPP, Panthers Prime Podcast. You know what time it is. Let's go.